It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders, next on Madden Football.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Howell, first play, going to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Now Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Howell. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And here comes Berrios. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot, and that motivates everybody on his team.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open net is Waddle, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end, Smythe. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Tua. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 2nd and 7, Powell. And a dump off here to Robinson. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down. First down, Howell to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Howell looking to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. Second and 10, Howell. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Howell now to throw it. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Let's rock and roll. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. This is the call. It's one play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to pass, Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Jake Bailey now. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Mostert.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd and goal. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe from 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Powell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Throwing here, Howell.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over.
2 in the Dolphins offense getting ready to take over once again. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get this up to about the 44.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's do this, man. That's right.
From the 22, Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Hal trying to pick it up on 3rd.
And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Let's go, man. Let's go, fellas. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's turn it up. Hey, what we get?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action, now it's Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tua to throw again. It's Hill, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a 1st down.
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
2 now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Looking to pass. Tua. And Hill with it over the middle.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Washington ready to try again on offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Let's go now. Let's go. Play a little aggressive, baby. You're supposed to catch that, man. That's how we eat.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd down, Howell now.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Howell try to get his offense to hurry up and get set. First down, Howell to throw.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, man. Let's roll.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's smart, baby.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Eight yards to go on second down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And some room to run now. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and long, here's Howell.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Good job, good job. I don't care what you is. Let's go, baby. Playmakers, step up right now. Keep our points.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up, man. Let's go do this thing, man. Here we go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. the 37 on third down. Tua going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Howell throwing on third down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. To throw again on second down. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Going to the air, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
7 yards there and a first down.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time back in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, those guys are hard to find.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw.
And going deep for Hill.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Al now to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And here comes Berrios. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Let's go, baby. Keep our voice. Play a little aggressive, baby.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's back down here just outside of the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go play action with Howell. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. The spot of the football going to remain right where it is. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. Well, now how about this return? And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. And the Washington offense going back to work. Now 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. at their own 42. On first down, Howell. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Keep our poise.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too. I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's go, yo!
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The 71 yards on the ground now for the rookie out of Miami.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
He completes it to Wilson.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.